An application for full membership of the United Nations must first be approved by the Security Council and later affirmed by a two-thirds majority in the General Assembly. But that effort hit a roadblock last month when the United States vetoed a resolution in the 15-member council that had broad support. 12 countries in favour, while Switzerland and the United Kingdom abstained. The effort now goes to the General Assembly that will seek to send it back to the Council.
The GA draft determines that the state of Palestine is qualified for membership in the UN and should be admitted to full membership of the organization. It recommends that the Security Council reconsider the matter favorably. It decides to adopt modalities for the participation of Palestine in the sessions and work of the General Assembly, international conferences convened under the auspices of the GA and other organs of the UN, and calls for renewed and coordinated efforts towards a peaceful settlement of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. This was Palestine's envoy after the veto in the Council last month.
We don't want to replace anyone. We want to enter your club as equal.
Supporting, granting Palestine full membership has put us on the path of hope, to keep the hope alive. The fact that this resolution did not pass will not break our will, and it will not defeat our determination. We will not stop in our effort. The state of Palestine is inevitable.
We've been waiting since 1947, and we are in 2024.
Diplomats expect broad backing for Palestine in the General Assembly in a vote that will provide a global reading of support for the bid. And while the GA cannot in and of itself provide the state of Palestine with all the rights afforded fully fledged member states, the move has irritated Israel.
This Friday, the UN General Assembly will be voting to grant the Palestinian Authority de facto statehood, the status and rights of a country. Once again, the Palestinians are exploiting the UN's automatic anti-Israel majority and moral bankruptcy. After their bid for statehood failed in the Security Council, the Palestinians are trampling on UN rules by bringing their dangerous resolution to a vote in the General Assembly. If this resolution passes, it will only prove that the UN is committed to rewarding terror. This scheme blatantly violates the UN Charter, and I expect the United States, in accordance with US law, to defund the UN and its bodies.
Under long-standing legislation, the United States is required to cut off funding to UN agencies that give full membership to any group that does not have internationally recognized attributes of statehood, as was the case when Washington cut off funding to UNESCO after it granted Palestine full membership in 2011.
The United States has also argued that the Palestinian Authority needed to undergo major reforms before it could be recognized as a state. And while the Security Council might be forced to reconsider its earlier decision, the outcome appears unlikely to change in the short term, despite pressure from the GA. Washington believes the matter of a two-state solution is best dealt with in direct negotiations between the parties, talks that have been non-existent for years, and with no current path towards such negotiations. Sherman Ricepees, SABC News, New York.